Nature is teeming with life, from plants and trees to insects and animals, and today on Make It Artsy, we begin with paper beetles. This is a really fun project that uses up a lot of stuff you probably have lying around. Now you can see what this looks like. It's meant to look like a specimen box of our little beetles, but of course no animals were harmed in the making of this. So when I paint, I like to clean off my brush onto some scrap paper that I may have around, and this means that I have just tons and tons and tons of painted paper. So this is a project that's going to use it. Now, if you're a person who wants to, you can cut templates and trace them for the different parts of the beetle, or you can just decide to wing it, which is totally fine too. It's completely just depends on what kind of person you are. And you know, the most important thing about creating is knowing what kind of creator you are. So all I'm going to start to do is just layer together my different parts of the beetle, and if they don't line up, it's not a big deal. Once I have all of my parts of the beetle together and I've glued them down, just using a glue stick or something like that, I'm going to take a pen, and now I am doing this on top of a manila tag just because I'm looking for something really hardy. You could also use leftover scrapbook paper or cardstock. Manila folders work great, a piece of cardboard, like even a piece of packing material. And you can see these legs are not neat. All I'm trying to do is just get them on there. Once I have my legs, I'm going to start to embellish. And I love to use gel pens and colored pencils and all kinds of things to embellish. And you can see here that you can add dots, you can add shapes, you can do as much or as little as you want. Once you have this part done, then the next step is you're going to take a pair of scissors and you're going to cut around here. Now the question is always like, how careful do you need to be? And the answer is, it's nature. It's not particularly careful, so don't worry about it. So I would cut this whole thing out, and you can see that I've done that here. So now we get to actually putting it together. So I bet you'll never guess what this box is. It's just the top of a gift box, like the kind that jewelry comes in. So then all you need to do is line it with something. I've just put a book page inside. You can put some foam adhesive on the back of your beetle to pop it up and give it a little more dimension so it looks more like a specimen. And then for a really fun, authentic touch, what I've done is I've frankly made up some names of what these beetles might be. And then all I'm gonna did is type them up onto a typewriter. You could also use a typewriter font. You cut it out, mount it right underneath your beetle, and look at what you've got. A really fun piece of art that uses up your scraps and takes some inspiration from nature.